So that's why I have to hit it with the Wi-Fi.
Well, I'd never make it.
To get it, because the Wi-Fi is in the sanctuary. That's why I'm trying to get as close to it as I can. Sorry guys, we're trying our best here. We're still working on it to get it worked out. But the point that you just missed is that the song in verse 54 is a Zayin word. And it is, can somebody say it for me?
Oh,
Okay, that's statutes.
okay, sorry.
Zamir?
Yes.
Yes.
Zamir, okay,
Zamir.
is a warring word for song. Song is a Zayin word, so it has that war to it. And we were just talking about how this Father has had us putting scripture, to music. And as a worship leader, sometimes I've questioned the Father in that, and it's really helped me today. Because sometimes you can narrow that down and think, well, if we're not singing give thanks, or we're not saying just worship, or something like that, are we worshiping? But I think part of the community and the building up that happens when we sing the word together and we're getting it in our heart. I know one time Barbara was here and she was just, thankful for being able to sing the word because it's helping her memorize it, meditate it, and get it in her heart. So it's a different side of worship than I thought before. But when we sing from Deuteronomy 6, what's the song that we sing? When I lay down at night, when I walk in the way, all of these words that you commanded.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but when I sing that, it just puts that fresh in my heart again. It's like, I know, I'll have no other mighty one before you.
Yeah.
And so this is what this guy was doing. He had, either put them to song or been taught them by song. And he was Zamir. He was doing warfare in the middle of his affliction by singing the statutes or the laws of Jehovah. And think about that. The next time you're in a time of affliction, what if you could just start singing the word? I mean, you're depressed one day, or, you need a breakthrough or just something, and just start singing the word. And it just, put a fresh desire in my heart just to put those songs down and get into my heart better, so that we could just, just put on a thing where you just sing the word for 30 minutes, I mean, that's bound to help. Any thoughts on that?
Why not just sing the word every day?
Why not? I was going somewhere with Miss Cheryl not too long ago in the car, and I said something about Psalms 91 or something, and she just takes off and starts quoting the whole thing, and I'm sitting there driving, and I'm thinking, ooh, this is good. Just keep going, Miss Cheryl. It was good. But the word, just declaring it just lifts you up, So where did the psalmist sing Jehovah's law? Where did he sing it in the verse? Verse 54.
In the place of my sojournings, wherever he went, in the house of my pilgrimage.
Where?
Yeah.
How's that? Yes. I love the King James here. In the house of my pilgrimage. Because to me, this earth, this life, these however many years I have, it's just a sojourning. This is not home yet. It's going to be home when Yeshua comes. I'm not going there, I'm staying there. But I'm sojourning. This world, I should say, is not my world, because we're not of this world system, this cosmos.
It's kind of like being on a lifelong missions trip. Because you're somewhere else and you're just wandering through, so that's your sojourning, and it's a lifelong missions trip.
It is. And I think that's why Abraham lived in tents the entire time, because it's just, everything here is going to burn. It's just, it's temporary. So, in the place of my sojournings, or the house of my pilgrimage. All right, verse 55. You ready, Chris?
I remember your name, Jehovah, at night when I observe your Torah.
Okay, I'm going to speed up here just a minute, and we have another remember here. This is our second one. I have remembered your,
Sakar? Oh,
yeah, what's he remembering here? That's the word for it, yes.
his name.
His name. Okay, so the first one, up in verse 1, remember the word. And now he's going to remember your name. All right? And so this is something else you can do in that time of affliction, to remember his name. And it says in the night, that could be in a dark time of your life, or that could be literally in the night. Have you guys ever just woken up in the middle of the night? I probably know the answer to this. And anxieties and worries just hop on your mind when you wake up. And it's like, boom. When in the middle of that night, when that happens, one of the things we can do is start remembering his name. And I was thinking, you remember that song the Father gave us, the instrumental Strong Tower? And I love the two things that you saw during that song. But, you know, and I was thought about that proverb, the name of Jehovah is a strong tower, and the righteous one run into it, and they are
Yes.
safe, you know. And that you could even, that's an old one put to songs. The name of Yah is a strong tower. The righteous run into it, and they are safe. I mean, you know, just next time you wake up, you just start remembering his name. And remember to guard his Torah. All right, verse 56.
This has become mine, because I have observed your orders.
This has become mine because I have observed your orders. So what has become his in this psalm? This translation says up there, on which you have caused me to wait, but I like Karen's version had it, and others might, but hope. Because he has done these things, he's remembered these things, he's had this attitude, he has hope. Something else that he had in this psalm on his sojourning is comfort. He's had comfort. And something else he has had is a song in the night. He has had a song. So because I have remembered, say it with me, with Zacher,
Okay.
to observe your orders and precepts, I have had hope, I have had comfort, and I have had a song. And then lastly, in that verse there, it says, this has become mine because I observed your orders. This is another word for an aspect of the Torah, Hebrew word 6490, which is pronounced pikhudim. Pikhudim. Try that one.
Pikhudim.
And that means representing responsibilities that are laid on Jehovah's people. We have this responsibility to be a light to the world, to be a city on a hill, to be the salt of the earth, to be his image bearers in the earth. And on you could go. But when you put that in there, this has become mine because I have observed your responsibilities that you have laid on me. Again, I've stayed steadfast to what you called me to do. So observe in English simply means to register as something significant. When you observe something, to keep it, we observe Thanksgiving, or we observe Sukkot. We do that because it's significant and you're registering. This is important. So in closing here, unless we've got some more to talk about, 4 things the psalmist remembers, Zacher, for Zion, our letter tonight, uses as a weapon in this section. Jehovah's word, Jehovah's right rulings of old, Jehovah's name in the night, and to observe Jehovah's orders. And we branched out of that a little bit with Sabbath and some other things. But so these will help us live victoriously and to complete our sojourning here. So, what you think about Zion?
It's a lot in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a powerful one. So what is Zion in the paleo? What does it mean?
Axe,
A weapon?
cut off,
Yes.
to cut.
Yes.
Slice
Slice
and
and dice. And what number does it represent?
7.
7. Okay. All right. Very good.
But all these others don't fit into it. Like, think,
Pikhudim. Pikhudim. I'm hoping when we get to the end of this that we can review some of the words of the Torah that we've learned along the way and just have it listed out with some examples and some more understanding of it. Because the Father doesn't do anything. It's not like he needed another word. He didn't have to. But he's expressing an aspect of his right rulings, his Torah. I think that we need to understand more because I wasn't taught it. that is the law, the Torah. I just group it together a lot. But to actually understand, the aspects of it and how they interwork, I think would be just awesome. I see the
This
list
is
is
good.
turning.
I like that.
Awesome. Did you enjoy the notes? They helped you
I liked
other than
it.
trying to write them?
I liked it. It's
Good.
better than me, because I write stuff.
Well, you can, they're yours, so you can
Yeah.
add whatever you want to, but you probably write better than me. I don't write
No.
very well. Mark and I write a lot alike. We got married, I'm like, oh, we both write terrible.
No, the notes are good, they're very helpful.
Yes.
Any
Yeah.
prayer requests or updates with one another, I can stop this. Shabbat Shalom. Sorry about the bad stream. We are working on getting the internet better in here, but I'm glad you guys could join in, and thank you for putting up with the breaks.